Hold on, let me set up. This is on Monday the 14th of November 2022. In English, I think there's anything to talk about. Screw it. After English, then, I hang back, still in class during break, so I could ask Miss when this meeting is supposed to happen, because she said that we were going to have a meeting on Friday. She said that we're having it today. But because it's her we're talking about, she's delayed it to Wednesday. In media, sorry, I'm getting my iPad out because I'm going to need to do this for a review, possible review. But in media, this happened on Wednesday last week, but the homework was due today. All of us were given one Assassin's Creed game, and someone was given Prince of Persia. I was given Black Flag, and I was like, what's the age rating? When was it released? How much did it sell? Etc. And this is why I hate doing things that I like, because there's just so many inconsistencies and this stupid things. Like, it's very, very nitpicky, but it really pissed me off when he said that Liberation came out in 2013. It didn't. It came out in 2012. And in fact, the person that was closing the research, Liberation, can back me up, because she wrote down, came out November something 2012. And the person that had the research, Prince of Persia, and I get why they've done this. Right, they're not a gamer, as far as I know. And it just says Prince of Persia. Because of the way the grid is laid out, it couldn't be the entire series. She researched the 2008 Prince of Persia, when really the teacher should have wrote down The Sands of Time, because AC started off as a sequel, The Sands of Time, called Prince of Persia Assassin, but then they realized, like, it's very stupid to have a Prince of Persia game where you don't play as a prince, so they just made their own series. Yeah. In study, last period, the police were there to talk about, I guess it's just like, for people who want to join the police, it's their opportunity to like ask questions and stuff like that. And because the male head of year, who, you know, he was responsible for Incident 5, and that happened right after a meeting like this, just it wasn't the police, it was a university, I think. Now, I didn't sit at the side, but still, I was hoping to do my work, and even though there were two people next to me doing their work, I was too scared to do it. I didn't want to go, hey, Dylan, you're supposed to be paying attention here, even though, even though you don't want to join the police, and I don't know. Anyway, so I read 2 books, and my space went from 28.2 to 28.5. It's like chopping off your legs, but yet you still grow taller. Like, you say you're 6 foot, chop off your legs, and I'm talking like up to the leg, like up to the dick, but yet you grow the 7 foot. Anyway, so I mean, look, it was 2 thor comics. When I said that I downloaded 2 thor comics, volume 2 and volume 3, so I can read volume 4. I finished 2 and 3. I think even though there's technically a volume 4, I think volume 3 is still an FR. I have a Chrome tab open for it. Let me just get that out. Right, so Wikipedia. Well, I'm going far enough. Where is it? Right, Heroes Return 4. So you have no, that's not 4 Reborn. There we go. 4 by J. Michael Straczynski. And he has 3 volumes of that, which are it's volume 3. Although, so volume 1 is 1 to 6, volume 2 is 7 to 12, and also 4 600. And volume 3 is 4 601 to 603, and 4 giant size finale. The giant size finale was tiny, unless by giant size they mean the actual paper itself, but I doubt it. So then, the next thing, the one that I had downloaded on my iPad the entire time, is called Thor, Latveria, and Prometheus, which collects 4 604 to 606, and Sif number 1. And then that keeps on going until the Mighty 4. So, where is volume 4 then? It's okay, it's alright. Okay. Yes, I'll do a final review. So, for volume 3 final review. It's good. Right now, like, I'm going from Silk to this. I was like, I really do not want to do this. But I mean, it's like Sis Manos, you know. I didn't want to, and I remembered, but I don't know how I forgot it. I went from Black Lagoon to Darwin's Game to Sis Manos. Don't know how I forgot Darwin's Game, but anyway. This was like Sis Manos because I was like, I really don't want to do this, but when I did it, it's great. It's fantastic. Don't have much else to say, although why is Olga a woman? I think this has happened before. I don't know if this picks up where whatever the last one ends. Like if I go right, so before 4 Reborn, you have Heroes Return 4, which is volume 2, and I've read the first volume of volume 2. You know, that's volume 2, 1 to 6, plus Peter Parker Spider-Man number 2. That goes 2, 3, 4, but 4 was republished as 4 for Thanos. Then you have the Crossover Worlds, Death of Odin, Lord of Asgard, Gods and Earthspire, or a reigning. Also, issues also in 4 Gods and Men with 4 Gods and disassembled. So this assembles the last one. That's 4 volume 2, 80 to 85. Then it's Heroes Return, but that's 4. Sorry, not Heroes Return. 4 Reborn. 4-year difference. I don't think it's like 4 years to make another 4 comic. That doesn't seem right to me. I can hear my neighbor talking to her dad, though. Like, very loud. Yeah, I'm just going to continue. 9. Mixed ratings. Watched it on Netflix. Elijah Wood, Jennifer Connelly, John C. Reilly, who I didn't know that was. I knew he was in it. I just didn't know he was number 5. I thought he was number 8. Anyway, Crispin Glover, Fred Tatis score, Christopher Plummer. Why is Tom Kane sound familiar? I probably know him from Star Wars, but who does he voice in Star Wars? Whatever. Yoda. Helen Wilson also sounds familiar, but I'm not gonna. Can't be bothered looking. I have a feeling it's Tobey Maguire's May. Yeah, this film is good. Sorry, I'm just looking at this account I follow on Instagram. He posts like news for mostly the MCU, but it's some other just pop culture in general. Well, pop culture when it comes to television and and movies, but I'm reading this out word for word. Marvel Studios avoided the confirmed cameo of Tom Holland's Spider-Man Tom Holland in the 2018 Venom movie. Anyway, this is DMs as of 19 past 7 p.m. So I sent Dylan a meme. It was like, "Can I get a little bit off the top, please?" Turkish barbers and the scene from The Walking Dead, where it's been 6 years since this aired, so I'm gonna say it. Egan kills Glenn. I mean, it slides, but it was just that particular one that was I wanted Dylan to see. I want to set into him. It was like, thanks for spoiling The Walking Dead for Dylan. As sad 6 years. Anyway, today he sent me, "Cashier, would you like to donate $1 to the Children's Foundations?" Then that clip, which I'm gonna guess is from the new God of War because I don't remember from God of War 4, where it was like he stands up from a chair and says no. Said the Jack yesterday. Incident 7 happened on Friday, just not in the capacity I said it was going to happen in. Because I came to this conclusion yesterday, but I forgot to mention it in yesterday's video because it's me we're talking about here. So I've decided that I'm going to count what happened on Friday as incident 7 because other than, oh, you were being mean to this person, she was talking crap about me that had nothing to do with it. Sent. I wouldn't really call him a friend because more like friends of friends. I mean, he hasn't gone to school since year 12, and I only really talked to him when I was talking to the other people. But I said happy birthday to him, and he said, "My birthday's tomorrow, but thanks." Sent my friend, who turns out is a fan of Ben Shapiro, sent him the Freedom Tunes video of Thanksgiving with Ben Shapiro. Might have said this one already, but guy left last year for the Navy, you know what I'm talking about. How's it going? Good, what about you? Good, yeah, got corona again, so we're having the isolate and moved down from Cornwall last month to start my actual job. Nice, get well soon. Nice about the job, not corona. Cheers. College crap is everywhere, I take it. Yeah, so I shouted out last week for my half sip, then male had a year shouted at me for sitting at the sides when the middle was full. Geez, not having a good time of it. I thought half sips were allowed as long as they got the college crest. Apparently they were only made because the windows had to be kept open because of corona, but now they don't, so they outright banned the half sips. But the windows are still open and you aren't allowed to shut them. What the fuck? That skull is backwards. You hate the fact that he said that. He said a D. Anyway, that's Twitter as of 21 past. By the way, I'd like to apologize for Twitter being super slow in many countries. That was doing more than 1,000 poorly batched RPCs just to render a home timeline. So we can say you're screwing up. I'll take. Spent over about 6 years working for Twitter, and I'm going to say this is wrong. Been a developer for 20 years. I can tell you that as the domain expert here, you should inform your boss privately. Trying to one up him in public while he's trying to learn and be helpful makes you look like a spiteful, self-serving dev. Maybe you should ask questions privately, maybe using Slack or email. Elon, with this kind of attitude, you probably don't want this guy on your team. He's fired. That's just great. No. This is coincidental, but I actually started watching this video. It's hilarious so far because it's Dave Chappelle. When's he not hilarious? Because I got interrupted, you know why I started to start going on the bike for about 15 minutes. He came in when there was like 3 minutes left and stuff. If you've seen these films, SNL, no, don't watch SNL, I hate it. He said, well, actually, he's fine on it. Because, you know, they have writers on SNL, but the writers were boycotting the show because, hey, you can't get the Batman on there. And so all the sketches were written by Dave himself. And he started in sketch comedy. I'm not a fan of sketch comedy, but hopefully what he's done is good. I've seen a bit of Chappelle's Show, but technically it was written by Charlie Murphy because it was like Charlie Murphy's Hollywood Stories. he talks about like Kanye and stuff. Anyway, Hillary Biden got more votes than Obama. PSA user at Stone No E Toss. The post trying to run some crypto scam people's DMs sleep for my official and only account. This one is featured on my website's contact page. Perhaps is not actively an anonymous. I can't say that word. Never could. The altruist vegan philanthropist who doesn't care about money is a multi-billionaire future. There's software for digital art. Fired 3/4 of the employees. Now he's planning to starve the rest of them. He's failure incarnate. Mr. Musk plans to begin making employees pay for lunch, which has been free at the company cafeteria. Planning to starve the rest of them. No, you just have to pay for it? Jesus Christ. But irony of my country with a transplant pride. Why are people from that country so attractive? Can I go in animal? Stop being transphobic. The amount of people that are triggered from your comic is unreal. It even involved getting an account to harass me. Motherfuckers, don't toss ain't gonna fuck you. Sadly. DM me. I wanna see this. Leave a Steam review on a small game bashing it with a negative rating. Dev replies. Actually, that look at yeah, I have. You know, my kids were basically educated by Reddit and YouTube. Same, unfortunately. Let's just get a bunch of content creators that we think are cool on YouTube and say, hey, would you consider putting your content on Twitter and we'll pay you 10% more than YouTube? See how that goes? Let's do that. Something tells me this would work. Elon can fix the whole Twitter name change thing. I understand it's preventive for bot scammers, but I just want to take these hearts out of my name. Anyway. Stuck with Grand Peter till the end of the week. This is all Nazi pug over again, where the joke was funny for about 5 minutes, but the system won't let me move on. Well, see, I said this. I didn't know I had my volume all the way up. I am sorry. I wouldn't go as far as this, especially since they'll take me down and go, hey, you're promoting violence. Journalists are pricks. Like, almost by default. I've already read this. Oh no, how will the software engineer earning 6 figures by a panini? Silicon Valley, it's not going to be a panini, it's going to be like tofu. Something like that.
Is an open neo-Nazi, a member of the Azov Battalion, a neo-Nazi battalion, has posted pictures with him, has posted pictures of swastikas. Why don't you let him know that he has participated in the murder of children in Donbass? Trotsky is an open...
No idea what's going on here. I'm going to have to be catching so picked out by... I have no idea what this is. Documentary festival. Okay. for pointing out that the special guest speaker person is a neo-Nazi and openly Nazi Azov regiment who participated in the attacks on Donbass civilians. Not going to say try to hide affiliations. Why? Well, I have no idea who this person is, so I'm just going to have to take your word for it. That's a reply.
Problem.
Washington Post reporter was able to create a verified account impersonating this person, asking Francis Milan is putting profits over people and is dead over stopping disinformation. Twitter must explain how this happened and how to prevent it from happening again. Perhaps this Bush your real account sounds like a parody. Elon, shut the fuck up. Keep on setting up all these rules and then you keep on bending them yourself.
The issue is not that the companies before us today are taking too many posts down. The issue is that they're leaving too many dangerous posts up. Problem.
What? I'm going to try and translate what I think he said. The problem isn't that these companies are deleting misinformative posts. They're actually promoting them. Bullshit. Snopes and all the other fact checkers support the current thing. Is this guy a Democrat? Green New Deal, yeah. He's a Democrat then. Yeah. The fact checkers agree with you, dumbass.